right, guys, so there's two types of people in this world. Number one, people who actually like reading books. Weird. And there's also people who just have to read books, whether it's for school. If you fall into any category, I'm going to show you guys a tool using AI to actually help you read books better. And I'm going to show you the processes that I use that help me actually absorb the information and be able to move on to the next book, knowing that the book that I just read, I actually understand. So I'm going to hop straight into the screen here. The tool that I want to show you guys is NotebookLM. And listen, this is a product by Google. I'm somebody who studies and researches AI so much, and the fact that I didn't know about this tool for so long, the moment I figured it out, I'm just like, okay, like, what have I been doing this whole entire time? But that's just how AI goes. You're going to find different tools. You're going to learn things about them. New updates are coming out literally every single day. So it's fine. I just want to show you guys how I've been using this to help me read books and interpret books and absorb books better, okay? So this is NotebookLM. It's essentially just like a research partner, right? Like, as you can see, AI-powered research partner. But the really cool thing about this is that it is specified in the knowledge that you give it. So this is really useful for a lot of things, right? Whether you already read a book and you're just trying to revisit it, and a lot of us read books and then sometimes we just forget, so we need a quick little refresher. You can literally input an entire PDF of a book in here and essentially have it give you detailed breakdowns of what happened in the book. If you're reading any book, there's a really good chance that you're gonna find your book online. So all you have to do is literally just research the name of the book, type in the PDF of it, and then download it, put it into NotebookLM as a source. You're gonna add the source, right? And if you wanna go the extra mile, I also read on my Kindle. A lot of people like physical books, Kindle, both of them are good, whatever. So you can also grab your notes from your Kindle, and then you can input that information here in NotebookLM, and essentially it's just going to have a database of everything that you do. So the cool thing about this is that you can essentially have it do whatever you need it to do. So here I have summarized chapter 1 in the best way you could, break it down into digestible bullet points that help me fully grasp the concept. Now I'm not going to read this because I don't want this video to take forever, but you can clearly see how useful this can be, right? Like, let's say, for example, you're a student and you want to break down a certain book that you're reading or a PDF. It's going to help you digest all of the information, and it's going to give you a new way of actually interacting with that information. Another cool thing is, if you click here, you can also add a YouTube video. So if you're studying any YouTube videos, and if you're seeing like a self-help entrepreneur or anybody who's teaching you something based on what you're learning, you can literally just put in the YouTube video and it will break it down. You can ask it questions. And I think it's just a super powerful tool that breaks down information based on what you're learning specifically. And now, one last thing. I know that there is one page in the book called Think and Grow Rich where it's basically telling you to consult with people about the book and talk about it. And if you don't have any friends, you can actually use AI as your study partner, right? And really cool ways too. So if you see here, there's actually a video overview of anything that you want. So let's say, for example, I wanted a video overview of chapter 1, right? I can literally click here and check this out.
All right, welcome. Today we're diving into a book that has, and I mean this, literally changed millions of lives, Psycho-Cybernetics. Its core idea is pretty wild. You already have an automatic success mechanism built right.
So you can already see how this is going to be powerful. Just if you're a visual learner, this is especially helpful because like you can actually see visuals based off of what you're learning. And as you see, as it goes, it's literally creating a whole entire PowerPoint presentation on it. This is crazy. This is game changer. I know it's going to only continue to get better. This is why it's good to just learn and become familiar with these tools now. So that way, when they start evolving, you're a little bit more familiar. You know how to use them better. Also, another thing, right? If you want to break it down into a mind map, just break it down by section. You have this. I haven't really used this tool that much. I've used more of just the video. But you can see how these tools can be especially beneficial to you if you really just look into them and actually research what they do, right? It's a new way of interacting with information. And then we also have another feature, which is pretty creepy, which is turning the information or the specific section of information that you want or whatever you want to learn into a podcast. So it can be just a normal podcast or an interactive podcast. So I'm going to click here. It's pretty creepy. But if this is your preferred way of learning, then honestly, just do what you got to do.
Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're digging into something pretty fundamental. Think about this. What if there's a hidden operating system running your life, mostly behind the scenes?
Yeah. An inner program dictating success, failure, happiness, often without us even being aware it's there.
Exactly. And what if
So you guys can see that it's literally a podcast of two people. If you're somebody who loves listening to podcasts or listen to audiobooks, and somehow your brain just does better at absorbing information where two people are conversating, then honestly, this is for you. And there's actually a button called interactive. So while the podcast is going, you can literally just jump into the podcast and just put your own input, and then they'll respond and talk back to you. So it's crazy, right? And listen, there's new tools that are coming out every single day, right? You have reports. I haven't even messed around with this. I haven't even went fully into it. I just know how it benefits me. I like to minimize requirements where I can, and whatever benefits me, benefits me. That's the thing with AI. There's so many tools, there's so many things that are out here that can really just help you. You just have to do your research and connect with people who are just really passionate about AI and just want to learn about it. All of my friends that I know really study AI. They love learning about it. They love finding new tools. And then whenever we find new tools, we just share it with one another. And it's extremely beneficial. But this is really early stages. Everything is going to continuously get better. Like I can even just imagine, let's say, for example, video overview, right? If you're a really visual learner and this little PowerPoint presentation is not enough for you, I can imagine a model of this where they're literally just generating full video images or just full videos based on what you're learning. So all those visual learners and people who just get super bored reading a book, just a physical book, you can literally just have a video generated in front of your face like you're watching a YouTube on any book, right? And this is really important because, we have a lot of information out on YouTube right now where people are talking, but a lot of books, especially from years ago, the only way that you can listen to their voice is through the book because they're dead and they're not making a sit-down YouTube video, Iman Ghazi style. So if you can actually have a new way of interacting with that information, I think it's extremely beneficial. I can see this tool being especially beneficial for entrepreneurs, for students, for doctors, for anyone. So this is extremely helpful. And if you found this video helpful, share this to your friend. This is just such a simple tool that you never know can just change their life, that can change their career, that can change their grades. It can just help them in any way. And my goal is to just spread that knowledge when I can. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video.